Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of my Nintendo Switch Top 5 / review hybrid, where I will go over my 5 least favorite things about the Nintendo Switch console. I'm planning to release this video along with what I believe are the 5 best things about the Switch as well, so if you'd like to check out some more positive vibes, please be sure to check it out right after this. I recently realized that it's been like 4 months since my last top list video, so I thought I'd make it up with a double this week. And before I start, just a few things to consider. I expect this video to be a little bit more controversial, so please keep in mind that this is my own subjective opinion, so you might disagree with what I don't like about the console so far. And of course, yes, there are obviously really good things about the Switch as well. I've never really done a review type video on this channel, and I guess this is sort of going in that direction as a mini review of sorts, so if you do enjoy the style of video and would like to support the channel and hear more of my opinions in the future, please be sure to slap a like or comment down below. It would seriously help me out a lot. And also let me know in the comments what you think of the Switch so far. And with all of that said guys, here we go, my list of the 5 worst things about the Nintendo Switch. And kicking off this list is a problem that many people have already addressed, and that is the Switch's laughably low hard drive space. Now this isn't much of a problem to those who are going to stick to just physical game copies, but if you plan on downloading any games or DLC, it could set you back some more coins. Shipping out at 32 gigabytes of internal storage is way too low for a console in 2017. Furthermore, some of that already low storage space needs to be reserved for the operating system and other features, leaving you with a usable disk space of like 26 gigabytes. And sure, Nintendo does give us the option of expandable memory via microSD cards, but that's just another purchase to be made. There have already been games confirmed to take up more than 26 gigabytes of memory, so basically if you want to download those games, an extra purchase is necessary. For the same price or even cheaper, Microsoft and Sony ship out consoles with at least 500 gigabytes, so I think it's fair to expect at least a little bit more than 32. At number 4, tying in with the last point, is I'm really surprised and disappointed that the Switch only saves games to the system without any option of saving to external memory. This makes backing up save data pretty much impossible at this point. Imagine putting over 100 hours into a game like Breath of the Wild and then your Switch breaks down. Unless you can fix the problem yourself, your save files are gone. As far as I know, this was also a similar case for 3DS games, where if the saves weren't saved on the game card itself, they would need to be saved to the console internally, and could not be saved externally to an SD card for some reason. If you wanted to move save files for these games, you would need to do a full system transfer to another 3DS, which is definitely a hassle. I feel like Nintendo could probably fix this with an update, and I really hope they do, because I would certainly feel much better if I could back up my Breath of the Wild save data and not risk losing it. At number 3, I'm coupling together 2 design aspects of the system that many other people have also already critiqued: the Switch's kickstand and the charge port placement. I've heard from a lot of reviewers that the kickstand left much to be desired, and when opening out the stand for the first time myself, it honestly felt even worse than what I expected. Sure, it'll hold your Switch up, and no, it's not terrible like some people tried to show by testing it on uneven surfaces, but overall it just feels really cheap and flimsy. And if you tried it for yourself, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It feels like with even a little bit of extra force, it could bend back and snap off. Also, I think it would have been a good design consideration to have a second stand mirrored on the other side of the console to increase stability by distributing the load more evenly. The other major complaint many people have voiced concern over is the placement of the USB-C charge port on the bottom of the console. I think this is a major design flaw in the sense that you can't plug your console in if you want to use it in tabletop mode. Now obviously I don't know how hard it would have been to have it in the more logical spot at the top of the console, but I'm sure Nintendo has a good reason for it. One of the first things I noticed when I plopped down on my couch to play my Switch for the first time is that you can't turn the console on or off remotely when playing in TV mode. Yes, I'm admittedly lazy, but this just feels like a step backwards, as pretty much every major console for the past decade or so, including the original Wii, had the capability of being powered on or off with the controller. I guess I do need a little bit of extra exercise though. And coming in at number 1 is everyone's favorite, friend codes. When talking about the Switch a few months ago, Reggie Fils-Aimé has gone on record saying that Nintendo is hoping to create a standardized experience for connecting friends, and I quote, "There is no friend codes within what we're doing." So what are these? Sure, they've added better ways of adding friends locally by using these shapes just like in Miitomo. It seems like as of this moment, the only way to add friends if they are more than a few feet away is to add their friend code. Ever since Nintendo Wi-Fi connection launched in 2005, I was never a fan of the friend code system. Sure, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's an unnecessary hoop to jump through to add friends when it should be much easier. I mean, I get that Nintendo probably does this to protect younger players online, but if that's the case, Nintendo, then why not make it an option in the parental settings and let others add friends with a much easier method? I really hope this changes with the introduction of Nintendo's upcoming online service and mobile app, especially if the service is going to have to be paid for. And there you have it, guys, my list of what I think are the 5 worst things about the Nintendo Switch right now. Do you agree with my list? What are some other things about the Switch that you think are not so great? Let me know down in the comment section below. And again, if you'd like to check out my 5 most favorite things about the Switch, please be sure to click on the card right here or at the end card. And if you guys want to stay up to date with me and my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well as follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more opinions and behind the scenes stuff. Links to all of those will be in the description below. And as always, my dudes, thank you all so much for watching today and for all of your amazing support, and I will see you in a bit.